Your Nissan can honk when a tire is perfectly inflated, remind you about the child you almost forgot in the back, and even show you the ground your bonnet is hiding. Nissan engineers buried a whole second wave of genuinely useful features into these cars, then left them out of the walkthrough entirely. So today I am showing you 10 more secret Nissan functions that maybe 1% of owners ever find. And number 1 turns the most stressful moment of driving into something easy. Let us get into it. Number 10. The first one lives inside the key already in your pocket because hidden within your intelligent key is a real old-fashioned mechanical key. Look closely at the fob and you will find a small release catch, and pressing or sliding it lets a slim metal blade slide out of the housing. That little key exists for one very specific nightmare: the day the fob battery dies or the car's own battery is flat and nothing responds when you press the button. Instead of standing there helpless, you use that blade in the driver's door, where a proper keyhole is usually hidden beneath a small cover on the handle that pops away to reveal it. Mechanical means mechanical, so it needs no battery and no electronics whatsoever, and it will let you into your own car when the clever stuff has given up entirely. It is worth taking 2 minutes right now to find the catch, slide the key out, and locate the keyhole on your own car, because the middle of a dark car park is a terrible place to be learning this for the first time. Most owners drive for years without ever realizing the emergency solution has been riding around in their pocket the whole time. On a great many Nissans, there is a second half to this trick as well, because even if the fob has no power left at all, holding it directly against the start button often lets the car detect the passive chip inside it at very close range and start anyway. That means a dead key does not have to mean a dead evening, and between the hidden blade and the start button trick, you have a complete answer to the most common keyless nightmare there is. But the next one protects that same key from being used against you. Number 9. The second function is a quiet defense against a type of theft most owners have never even heard of, and it lives in that same key fob. Modern keyless systems work by constantly listening for the car, and thieves have learned to exploit that by using a relay device to grab the signal from your key inside the house and beam it out to the car on the driveway, tricking it into thinking you are standing right there. It is an alarmingly quiet way to lose a car, and it needs no force at all. Many newer Nissan keys fight back by simply going quiet, because if the fob sits completely still for a while, as it does overnight on a hall table, it stops transmitting altogether and the relay has nothing to steal. On a great many models, there is also a way to put the key to sleep manually, so it will not answer anyone until you physically press a button and wake it up. The exact button combination varies by model and year, so check your handbook rather than guessing. But knowing the capability exists is what matters. In the meantime, keep your keys away from the front door and out of a signal's reach. A simple metal tin, or one of the signal blocking pouches you can buy for very little money, removes the problem entirely by making sure the key simply cannot be heard from outside the house. It costs almost nothing, and it takes a genuinely worrying vulnerability off the table completely, which is exactly the kind of trade any owner should take. Nobody at the dealership is going to raise this at handover, because it is not a feature they can sell you. It is simply something you need to know. What comes next lights your way home. Number 8. The third function is one you can enjoy every single evening because your Nissan can leave its lights burning to guide you to your own front door. Park in a dark driveway on a wet night, switch everything off, and instead of the world dropping into blackness the instant you lock up, the headlights stay lit for a short while and throw light across the path ahead of you. Once the timer runs out, they shut themselves off, so nothing is left draining the battery, and you never have to fumble for a door key in the dark again. Many Nissans also let you choose how long that light lingers, so you can tune it to how far you actually have to walk. On top of that, the vehicle settings menu is quietly full of similar behaviors that most owners never open, covering things like how the interior lights behave and how the car responds when you lock it. The exact wording of the menus differs between models, so have a proper look through your own car's settings rather than assuming they are not there. It is a small thing, right up until the night it saves you a soaking. What surprises most people is how much of a Nissan's behavior is actually adjustable in there, from the way the doors lock and unlock as you drive, to how the indicators respond to a light tap, to what the car does with its lights when you leave it. None of it is advertised anywhere and none of it appears in the sales pitch, so it simply sits in a menu waiting for someone curious enough to go and look. That curiosity is precisely why a small number of owners get so much more out of these cars than everybody else. Up next, a feature that turns an annoying chore into a one-person job. Number 7, the fourth function is one of the most genuinely clever things Nissan has ever built, and it turns inflating your tires into something you cannot get wrong. Anybody who has topped up their tires at a garage knows the routine. You inflate, you check, you let a bit out, and you end up crouched on wet ground squinting at a gauge you do not trust. Nissan solved that with a system usually called Easy Fill Tire Alert, and it works beautifully. With the car switched on, you start adding air to a tire, and the car itself watches the pressure through its monitoring sensors, flashing the hazard lights to show you it is paying attention. When that tire reaches the correct pressure, the horn gives a short, clear beep to tell you to stop, and if you accidentally overfill it, the horn sounds again to warn you. It means you can inflate all 4 tires properly, on your own, without a gauge in your hand and without any guesswork at all. Correct pressures protect your tires, your economy, and your handling. And this makes the job almost impossible to get wrong. It is standard on a great many Nissans, and hardly anyone knows it is there. The reason it matters so much is that correct pressures are not a detail. They are one of the few things you control that quietly affect your safety, your fuel bills, and how long a very expensive set of tires lasts. Running soft wears the shoulders of the tire away and makes the car feel vague, while running hard makes the ride harsh and wears the center, and both cost you real money over the life of the car. This one feature removes every excuse for getting it wrong, and it takes only a few minutes on a forecourt. What comes next might be the most important feature on this whole list. Number 6. The 5th function is the one I genuinely hope you never need, and it is Nissan's rear door alert. The idea behind it is heartbreakingly simple because the system watches whether you opened a rear door before your journey, and if you did, it assumes you may have put something or someone back there. When you arrive, switch off and step away without having opened that rear door again, the car reminds you. First with a message on the display, and then, if you still walk away, with a distinctive sequence of horn chirps to stop you in your tracks. It exists for the most tragic reason imaginable, because a change in routine and a sleeping child in the back is a combination that has ended in disaster more times than anyone wants to think about. Nissan made this system standard across a huge amount of its range rather than treating it as a luxury extra, which tells you exactly how seriously they took it. It also works perfectly well for a laptop bag, a takeaway, or the shopping you would otherwise leave behind. Check whether your car has it, and if you can switch it off, please do not. What makes the design so clever is that it does not rely on any sensor guessing whether something is actually back there, because a sensor can be fooled, and a system that cries wolf is a system people learn to ignore. Instead, it simply watches the doors, and a door that was opened before the journey but not after it is a genuinely useful signal that something may have been left behind. It is quiet, it is dependable, and on the one day it matters, it is the most important feature in the entire car. Now, before we get into the top 5, a quick favor. If you found this interesting, feel free to check out my ebook in the description or scan the QR code on the right, and don't forget to subscribe. Number 5. The 6th function is not a button at all, it is the seat you are sitting in, and it is the reason long journeys in a Nissan feel so different. The seats in a great many models are what Nissan calls zero-gravity seats, and that name is not marketing nonsense, because they were genuinely developed with inspiration from research into the neutral posture the human body naturally adopts in weightlessness. The idea is to support your spine and pelvis continuously so that no single part of your back is carrying the load and no pressure point builds up over the hours. The result is a seat that does not feel dramatically soft when you first sit in it, and that is precisely the point, because instead you climb out after 3 or 4 hours without that familiar ache in your lower back. Here's the part almost nobody does though, and it is what unlocks the benefit, because a seat this carefully designed only works if it is set up properly. Take 5 minutes to adjust the height, the recline, and especially the lumbar support so that your back is genuinely in contact with the seat rather than perched on it. Do that once, and every long drive you take from then on is quietly transformed. Most people never touch the lumbar adjustment at all, or set the backrest far too upright, and then wonder why an expensive seat still leaves them stiff. Which is a shame because the engineering underneath is genuinely good. Get the setup right and you will notice it most on the journeys that used to hurt. The 4-hour motorway runs and the long family trips, where you simply arrive feeling far fresher than you expect to. It is the rare feature that costs you nothing and improves absolutely every mile you drive. What comes next saves your right foot in traffic. Number 4. The 7th function is a small button that completely changes what stop-start traffic feels like, and it is usually labeled something like auto hold or brake hold. Anybody who has crawled through a city knows the feeling of a right foot that starts to ache from holding the brake at every single light and the constant creeping forward the moment you relax. Switch this function on and the whole thing goes away, because when you come to a complete stop, the car holds the brakes for you and you can simply lift your foot off the pedal entirely and relax. Your brake lights stay on so the driver behind knows you are stopped. And when the lights change, you just press the accelerator and it releases smoothly and you drive away. There is no lurching, no creeping, and no aching ankle at the end of a long commute. It is generally found as a button near the gear selector, and on many cars it needs to be switched back on each time you start the car, which is exactly why most owners press it once, forget about it, and never discover what it does. Try it properly on your next journey through town. Give it a full commute rather than a single junction, because it takes a little while to trust it and to stop instinctively keeping your foot hovering over the pedal, and it is only once you genuinely relax into it that you feel the benefit. It also makes you a smoother driver in traffic because you pull away deliberately rather than rolling forward and catching yourself, and the car behind gets a much clearer picture of what you are doing. On a heavy urban commute, it is one of the most quietly civilizing features you can use. Up next, the storage secret hiding in your boot. Number 3. The 8th function is hiding in your boot, and it is one of the most genuinely useful pieces of packaging Nissan has ever come up with. On a number of models, including the Rogue and its relatives, the boot floor is not a simple flat panel, but a system of movable, reversible boards that Nissan has called divide and hide, and it transforms what the car can carry. Those panels can be lifted out and slotted into different positions to create a hidden compartment beneath the floor. So a laptop bag or anything else you would rather not advertise can travel completely out of sight. They can also be arranged to create a proper divider, so your shopping does not slide from one side of the boot to the other every time you turn a corner. On many versions, one side of the board is carpeted and the other is a wipe-clean surface, so muddy boots, wet dogs, and garden center purchases can travel on a floor you can simply wipe down afterwards. It is the kind of quietly brilliant thinking that costs nothing to use, and yet most owners never lift the floor to discover it. Have a look in your own boot this week. The hidden compartment in particular is worth knowing about because it means a laptop, a camera bag, or anything else you would rather not leave visible can travel completely out of sight in seconds without you having to carry it into a shop or a restaurant. It is a genuinely practical answer to a very ordinary problem, and it costs nothing at all to use. This is the kind of engineering that never makes a brochure because it does not photograph well, and yet it is exactly the sort of thing you use every single week once you know it is there. And that leaves the 2 smartest cameras in the whole car. Number 2. The 9th function is a genuine piece of magic, and it is called the intelligent rearview mirror. Glance in an ordinary rearview mirror with a full car, a tall load, or 3 passengers in the back, and you see very little at all because the mirror can only show you what the glass and the headrests allow. Nissan's answer was to build a camera into the rear of the car and feed its picture into the mirror itself. So with the flick of a small lever, the mirror changes from an ordinary reflection into a bright, wide-angle live video of everything behind you. Suddenly, the passengers, the luggage, and the boxes stacked to the roof simply do not exist as far as your rearward view is concerned, and you can see the road behind as clearly as if the car were empty. Flick the lever back and it returns to being a perfectly normal mirror whenever you prefer. It is genuinely useful in rain and at night too, because the camera copes with conditions that would leave an ordinary mirror struggling. If your car has a small lever on the bottom of the mirror that you have never touched, that is very likely this feature waiting for you. It takes a few journeys to fully adapt, because your eyes have to learn to focus on a screen rather than a reflection, and it can feel slightly odd at first, which is precisely why some owners try it once and switch it straight back. Give it a proper week and most people find they never want to go back, particularly anyone who regularly carries a full car, a tall load, or a boot packed to the roof. It is one of the most genuinely transformative things in the whole car. And that brings us to the single cleverest thing your Nissan can do. Number 1. The most impressive function of all is the around view monitor, and on the right models, it can effectively let you see straight through your own bonnet. Nissan pioneered this system, and it works by taking the feeds from cameras placed around the car and stitching them together into a single, seamless bird's-eye view, so that on the screen you appear to be looking down at your own car from directly above. That alone turns the most stressful parking space in the world into something almost embarrassingly easy, because instead of guessing where the curb and the posts are, you simply watch your car slot into the gap from above. On top of that, the system can warn you about movement it detects around the vehicle while you are maneuvering, which is exactly the kind of help you want in a busy car park with people and trolleys appearing from nowhere. But on the more capable models, it goes one enormous step further, because by remembering what the forward cameras saw a moment ago, the car can show you the ground that is currently hidden underneath the front of it, effectively making your bonnet transparent. That means you can see exactly where your front wheels are and what they are about to roll over, which is transformative when you are edging up to an invisible curb, threading through a tight gap, or picking your way over rough ground. Almost everyone who has this system uses it as a plain reversing camera and never discovers the rest, because nobody ever showed them the button. Find that button this week and use it because it is the closest thing to a superpower in the entire car. Once you have parked using a clean view from directly above, going back to mirrors and guesswork honestly feels like driving blindfolded, and you will wonder how you managed without it. The around view monitor takes number 1, and it earned every single inch of that spot.